Jared Fogle, the former spokesperson for Subway, is currently serving time in prison for his involvement in having sexual relations with minors and possessing child pornography. However, the recent twist in the story includes him suing the parents of one of his female victims and alleging that the parents are to blame for this child's emotional distress. Now, the parents are suing Jared Fogle in a civil suit for damages involving the emotional trauma that their daughter has faced as a result of him preying on her. And his response has been to sue them back, arguing in a court filing that the parents of one of his female victims are to blame for what he describes as her destructive behaviors. Jared Fogle's motion, filed Thursday in U.S. District Court in Indianapolis, also argues that the parents may be responsible for the girl's injuries alleged in a civil lawsuit against him. Fogle's filing alleges the girl's parents fought and abused alcohol in front of her. It argues that is among the causes of her distress and that her parents may be liable for some or all of her claims against Fogle. So essentially what he's saying is, hey, I know I preyed on her and I know I'm a disgusting pervert, but don't blame me, blame the parents because they might have had some relationship issues and that's what led to her emotional distress. By the way, really bad idea to file this lawsuit. What the hell is he thinking?
You know, Charlie Manson also said that Sharon Tate was going through an ugly breakup, and so that was probably causing a lot of her distress. It's just, you know, it just goes to show you, right, that the TV can fool you very easily into thinking that Jared Fogle was actually a human being instead of a creep.
And, and lost all that weight eating exclusively Subway sandwiches. I questioned that as well. But one thing is just obviously so absurd is like, what causes more emotional distress in this situation? You know, taking advantage of a minor, distributing her, you know, sexual imagery illegally, you know, trying to have sex with her, or a broken relationship alleged by Jared Fogle, a known serial child rapist.
I don't understand how his attorney thought that it would be a good idea. Like, who's your attorney?
I never thought of that. That's
right.
I mean, he's just cashing in. I mean, he's just cashing in.
But they're not going to win that civil lawsuit.
But he's still going to make money.
You illegally filmed a minor. That's what he was doing. He was illegally filming minors while they were dressing and undressing, while they were in vulnerable situations, without the minors knowing, by the way. In two situations, he was found guilty of having sex with underage girls, which he paid for that sexual activity. Like how does he think, or how does his lawyer, more importantly, think that this lawsuit was a good idea or that he has any chance of winning it? Well, I mean, I don't know. We live in a crazy world. Brock Turner was just released from jail today after serving only 3 months for raping a girl. So I don't know. Maybe there will be another case of injustice where Jared Fogle successfully sues one of his victims.
Well, his lawyer is a lawyer. His name is Vinny Boom Bots, right? And he's good. I hear he's good. A lot of guys have him. I heard he does good work. He worked with Jerry Sandusky. He did some great work for him, and now he's working for Jared Fogle. I don't know.
Jeez. What was the Jerry Sandusky defense? That the children were too dirty and he had to wash them. So, like, you know, it's the family's fault basically for, you know, being put in that situation.
So what he's saying here, Hasan, is that basically if Jared Fogle could go to an AA meeting, follow some people home, and then rape their kids, and then go, whether they're alcoholics, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we could say?
The emotional distress comes from them being alcoholics, not from the fact that I raped them.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much more Young Turks content if you're a member. Great shows like Aggressive Progressives, Old School, you'll get post games, all ad-free, plus the whole 2-hour show. I know what you're thinking.
This is huge.
And it kind of is. So come join us. TYTnetwork.com/join.